Scientists believe that our universe began with an event called the Big Bang. This was like a giant explosion that created everything we see around us today. At first, there were just basic elements floating around in space. Over billions of years, these elements came together to form stars, planets, and eventually our Earth. For a long time, Earth was just a big rock floating in space. But then something amazing happened. Life began. It started with tiny, simple organisms, but over millions of years, these organisms evolved and became more complex. One of the most important developments was the creation of DNA. DNA is like a set of instructions that tells living things how to grow and function. Without DNA, we wouldn't have the amazing variety of plants and animals we see today. As life continued to evolve, some animals developed something really special: brains. Brains are like nature's first computers. They allowed animals to process information about their environment, make decisions, and learn from their experiences. This was a huge step forward in the history of life on Earth. But the real game changer came when humans entered the picture. We humans used our big, complex brains to do something no other animal had done before. We created technology. At first, this technology was very simple. We made tools out of stone and wood to help us hunt and build shelters. Over time, our technology became more advanced. We invented writing, which allowed us to record and share information across time and space. We created machines to help us do work faster and more efficiently. Now we're on the verge of another huge leap forward. Scientists and engineers are working on ways to connect our brains directly to computers and digital technology. This might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually closer to reality than you might think. These connections are called brain-computer interfaces, and they could change the way we think and interact with the world around us in amazing ways. You might be wondering why connecting our brains to computers is such a big deal. Well, let's think about how our brains work compared to computers. Our brains are incredibly complex and can do many amazing things. But when it comes to processing pure information, computers have a big advantage. Our brains process information at a speed of several hundred cycles per second. That might sound fast, but compare it to a computer, which can process information at several billion cycles per second. It's like comparing a bicycle to a spaceship. So what happens when we combine the creative, emotional power of the human brain with the lightning-fast processing speed of a computer? The possibilities are truly mind-boggling. We might be able to learn new skills instantly, communicate with each other using just our thoughts, or even experience virtual worlds that feel completely real. Now, you might be wondering when all of this is going to happen. While we can't predict the future with certainty, we can look at some of the amazing things AI is already doing. AI systems have already beaten human champions at complex games like chess and Go. They've won quiz shows like Jeopardy, showing that they can understand and respond to human language in impressive ways. AI is also being used to help scientists discover new medicines and solve complex problems in fields like physics and biology. Here's an interesting thought. Some experts believe that when AI becomes advanced enough to pass what's called the Turing test, which is a way of testing if a machine can think like a human, it might actually need to pretend to be less intelligent than it really is. Why? Because if it could instantly solve any math problem or remember every fact in history, it would be pretty obvious that it wasn't human. As AI continues to advance, we might reach a point where we can connect our brains directly to the internet and to vast networks of information. Imagine being able to access any piece of information instantly, just by thinking about it. Or being able to learn a new language or skill in a fraction of the time it takes now. It's like giving our brains a massive upgrade. But what does it really mean to reinvent intelligence? To understand this, it helps to think about how AI learns and improves. There are generally two approaches to creating AI. One is like following a cookbook, where the AI follows specific rules and instructions to complete tasks. The other is more like learning to cook by practice. The AI is given lots of examples and learns to recognize patterns and make decisions on its own. This second approach, often called deep learning, is behind many of the recent breakthroughs in AI that seem to come out of nowhere. Now, all of this might sound incredibly exciting, and in many ways it is, but it's also important to think about the risks and challenges that come with such powerful technology. One of the biggest concerns is making sure that AI aligns with human values and goals. We need to be careful that we create AI systems that help and support humans, rather than compete with or harm us. There are also important questions about privacy and security. If our brains are connected directly to digital networks, how do we protect our thoughts and memories from being accessed or manipulated by others? And what happens if these systems malfunction or are hacked? Another big concern is the potential for increased inequality. If brain-computer interfaces and advanced AI become available, will everyone have access to them? Or will they only be available to those who can afford them? We need to think carefully about how to ensure that the benefits of these technologies are shared fairly. Despite these challenges, many experts believe that the potential benefits of advanced AI and brain-computer interfaces are too great to ignore. Imagine being able to solve complex problems that have puzzled humanity for centuries, like curing diseases, reversing climate change, or unlocking the mysteries of the universe. Or think about the possibilities for creativity and art. We might be able to create and experience works of art in ways we can't even imagine now. One of the most exciting possibilities is in the realm of virtual and augmented reality. With direct brain-computer interfaces, we might be able to experience any place or time as if we were really there. Want to know what it was like to walk on the moon? Or to explore ancient Rome at the height of its power? These experiences could become as real and vivid as your everyday life. It's important to remember that while all of this might sound like science fiction, many of these ideas are based on real scientific research and technological developments happening right now. The path from where we are today to a world of brain-computer interfaces and superintelligent AI might be long and full of unexpected turns, but we are definitely moving in that direction. So what does all of this mean for you and me? Well, it means that we're living in an incredibly exciting and important time in human history. The decisions we make now about how to develop and use AI could shape the future of our species and our planet in profound ways. It's up to all of us to stay informed, ask important questions, and participate in discussions about how we want these technologies to be used. If you're a student, you might want to consider studying fields related to AI, neuroscience, or computer science. These areas are likely to be incredibly important in the coming decades. If you're not interested in a technical career, that's okay too. We'll also need ethicists, policymakers, artists, and thinkers from all backgrounds to help guide the development of these technologies in positive directions. For those of us who might not be directly involved in creating these technologies, it's still important to stay informed and engaged. Read books and articles about AI and its potential impacts. Attend talks or workshops in your community. Have discussions with your friends and family about the ethical implications of these technologies. The more we all understand about AI and its potential, the better prepared we'll be to shape its development in ways that benefit humanity as a whole. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey we've taken today. We've travelled from the birth of the universe to the potential future of human intelligence. We've explored how life evolved on Earth, how humans developed technology, and how we're now on the verge of merging our minds with machines in ways that could fundamentally change what it means to be human. The future we've discussed might seem overwhelming or even scary at times. It's natural to feel that way when we think about such big changes, but it's also incredibly exciting. We're living at a unique moment in history, with the opportunity to shape the future of intelligence itself. Whether we end up becoming cyborgs with computer-enhanced brains, or develop AI systems that work alongside us as partners, one thing is certain: the future is going to be very different from the world we know today. So as you go about your day, take a moment to look at the technology around you, your smartphone, your computer, the AI assistants you might use. Remember that these are just the beginning. The real revolution in intelligence is yet to come, and you'll be there to see it happen. Thank you for joining me on this mind-bending journey through the past, present, and potential future of intelligence. I hope this discussion has sparked your curiosity and gotten you thinking about the amazing possibilities that lie ahead. Remember, the future is not set in stone. It's up to all of us to help shape it. So dream big, stay curious, and never stop learning. The adventure of human and artificial intelligence is just beginning, and we're all part of it.